Shalom, family. So there appears to be a huge MAGA falling out. And, well, I just find it so interesting that all these white people and these MAGA supporters are starting to realize that all this politics stuff is fake. It's not real. And before I show you what's going on, I want to just take you back to what I warned everybody about. I've done many videos on what MAGA is and how a lot of white people are going to be in for a rude awakening. We talked about Project 2025. I told you that this dude is affiliated with Epstein. So let's just go back in time and let's just look at how much I've been right about. Let's take a look.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake? So I have it. Does anybody want to hear it again? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. So let's dedicate this to General Kelly, the Border Patrol, and the ICE agents for doing such an incredible job. Right? This was written by Al Wilson a long time ago. And I thought of it having to do with our borders and people coming in. And we know what we're going to have. We're going to have problems. We have to very, very carefully vet. We have to be smart. We have to be vigilant. So here it is, the snake. It's called The Snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you." The border. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died." She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. "Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. "I have saved you," cried the woman. "And you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Oh, shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."
"You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in."
Long time. He moved the embassy to Jerusalem. I mean, he's just an amazing man, and he loves our Father. He doesn't shy away from prayer. He's not ashamed of prayer, and he's not ashamed to stand up for the Lord and say his name in the Oval Office. So I love him. He's just a magnificent man, and I pray for him every day.
Do you feel like Donald Trump is in some way God's chosen one as a candidate?
I do. I think he's been sent from above.
He is a gift from God that's trying to save our country. I do believe it.
Do you think this should be a Christian country?
Oh, I do. I do. We were founded on God,
And Democrats are taking them away, taking them out of the school.
How about reconciling separation of church and state, which we were founded on?
I don't think that's right. I do not think that's right. They should have never did that. Why would you take something as beautiful as America that we founded God on? We founded America on God. Why would you try to destroy that and take it out of the schools and try to teach our children something that's
what I mean about separation of church and state.
It shouldn't be, though. God should be, we should be able to say in Jesus' name, and I don't care what religion you are, because if we unite and come together as all in one, they'll find the true God.
Let's say I'm a Jewish dad and I send my Jewish daughter to school, and she's made to pray to somebody else's God. Do you see that as constitutional?
If I was the father and I didn't want her to pray to somebody else's God, I would take her out of that school.
Well, what if it's a public school?
I would take her out of the public school.
And then what are his options?
Homeschool.
I believe it always has been a Christian nation. I believe that there is a covenant with God, and He will not let this country go, and it will come back to what it was supposed to be, out of the slave state. The goal is to spread the truth as we know it, share Jesus, which is the ultimate truth.
How do we explain then the slave state part of it?
I believe we became a slave state in 1870 when our birth certificates started to get sold to the companies.
We got a little bit more left that I need to show you. We are leading up to this ultimate agenda of Trump. Now, let me be real with y'all. I don't care about these white Christian nationalists that vote for him. Woe unto them. The only reason I felt led to make this video is because I see my people, Negroes, talking about they want to vote for this clown. Now, I'm going to just take you through the mindset of his supporters and the people that he panders to. And if you are a Negro, you are Yahudi, you need to really, really reevaluate what you're thinking about if you think you should vote for him and he'll make things better for you. Because let me tell you something. I don't support Democrats. I don't support Republicans. I realize that this whole system of political choice is all fake. It's all scripted. They are leaning you over towards Trump because he will be the best person to bring about this one world religion. He already did it with the Abrahamic Accords to set it in motion. Making Jerusalem the capital of Israel, that was part of the one world religion. It's all part of the game. Joe Biden falling over himself, tripping over his own feet. Kamala Harris being completely inept and sitting there cackling like a hyena. The gas prices going up, the inflation. All of this is to move you towards Trump. The illegals. This is all part of their game, and y'all are getting played. You are getting played like a fiddle. So let's go ahead and let's jump into this. So family, it's very clear. You're not supposed to be voting and putting trust in men. Now, obviously, we know some people are going to do that regardless. Woe unto them is all I got to say. So that's it, y'all. I don't really have anything else I need to say. I think I've proven that this agenda is very, very, very serious, very dangerous, and will basically establish a right-wing, white extremist, totalitarian, fascist dictatorship. And if you are not a white, pale-faced, white Jesus worshiping individual, this is going to work against you. But more importantly, it's going to work against so-called black people, the true children of Yahuwah.
Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka has been at the center of some uncomfortable moments with the candidate.
Yet at times, his fatherly praise is downright cringeworthy, like on The View in 2006.
I said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick.
Donald Trump repeatedly points out how hot his daughter is, saying last year in a Rolling Stone article, "Yeah, she's really something, and what a beauty, that one. if I weren't happily married and, you know, her father.
Please welcome the lovely Ivanka Trump.
Still, even Ivanka seemed confused when talk show host Wendy Williams asked about things the two have in common.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that. I can't relate that.
I'm just showing you this because I'm about to connect some dots here for you. Pay attention, y'all. All right. You can see what the website is. The Church of Satan. You see the tranny goat. You see the Baphomet. You see all of that. All right. Now let's scroll down. So as this is talking about the hierarchy in the Church of Satan, right? And you can see the text right here, the Church of Satan. Now let's just scroll down to the hierarchy of the Church of Satan. The registered member, no degree. Active member, Satanist, the first degree. The witch or warlock, second degree. Priestess or priest, third degree. Magistra, fourth degree. MAGA, fifth degree. The highest degree of the Church of Satan is called MAGA. How do I not see he is the devil, dude? People not see this. And these white Christians are talking about he's sent by God. Oh, he's sent by God. He's chosen by God. He's going to stop the New World Order. Oh, he's going to stop the deep state. Oh, he's going to drain the swamp. Oh, he's protecting our Christian values. Oh, God bless Trump. But literally right here on the Church of Satan website, MAGA, and let me scroll it in a little bit more. MAGA is the highest degree, the fifth degree of the Church of Satan. Oh boy. And that's why I feel so bad for the Negro, because this is what he's supporting. Yes. He is supporting this, the Negro that is Trump, Trump, Trump. Niggas for Trump, niggas for Trump. The black woman that is Trump, Trump, Trump. Niggas for Trump, niggas for Trump. With the Make America Great Again, the MAGA on their hat, the Church of Satan on their hat. Yes! This is what they're supporting, whether they know it or not.
this is all going in the trash. I do not support Trump anymore. He's a liar. He's a part of the deep state. I do not support Israel. I will not be supporting him anymore. He's part of the deep state. He's committing genocide as we speak in Israel. And we all need to start waking up.
People that they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything Jewish I voted for. Yeah. I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back.
How many of you are satisfied? You can clap. Satisfied with the results of the Epstein investigation? Clap. Okay, I told you to clap. You guys aren't listening. I'm not going to grade you on a curve. So I was going to get to that. How many of you are not satisfied with the results of the investigation?
You can't be MAGA.
I am MAGA and a Christian.
Uh-oh, I think you woke up this morning misinformed. The hate's on the left, not on the MAGA side. What you gonna do, crybaby?
With alligator.
I'll wear Alcatraz merch if I want to. And what you gonna do, baby? You FA and FO. We're not gonna help out anybody. Y'all been living on food stamps, EBT, Section 8 housing your entire freaking life. And you're not gonna do it anymore. If you can work, you're an able-bodied person, go get a job. I'm tired of paying for it.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. But for God's sakes, Travis County, help us.
I was for Trump insofar as he was for America. Now that he's not, I'm not for that. I don't understand it even slightly. So it's just really sad and really disappointing. And, you know, I've been saying I told you so a lot over the past year. And in some sense, I feel vindicated because I was the only one saying it a year ago and everybody attacked me for it. But it doesn't bring me any satisfaction that this is the state of things. It's depressing. It's sad. You wish it wasn't this way. But you know what? Trump is the only one that could lead everybody back onto the plantation. That's what it comes down to. In 2016, people were furious. People were angry. They wanted solutions. And Trump has gradually worn everybody down and slowly but surely brought everybody back into the institutions. Everybody believes that voting is legitimate. They believe the government is going to be efficient. They believe in American military power. We're going to be fighting all these wars. So it's just pathetic. But anyway, so I heard that from Alex Jones today. He said, well, you know, we have to keep our foot on the gas here. We have a leak in our boat, and we need to repair the boat rather than jump ship or whatever. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done playing these games. I just see these people. And for somebody that's been doing it for not even as long as him, but I've been doing this for 8 years since the first Trump administration started. I've seen it for so long, and Trump's just not getting it right. And I just shake my head. I see these people. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make our voice heard. We're going to tell them we really don't want an amnesty. And I just shake my head. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I'm not doing it. I won't do it. And I think the only solution is this. We need to burn our MAGA hats. I think that's a solution. That's the only language Trump will understand. He needs to be abandoned at this point. You bombed Iran. You're talking about an amnesty for illegals. And people say, well, maybe he'll do it, maybe he won't. It doesn't. You shouldn't be talking about an amnesty. You said mass deportations. Now you're talking about we're going to let these illegals stay in our country and take our jobs. What was the point of any of it? And then before we can even digest that crap, now he's going to tell us there's no Epstein black book. There's no client list. The message needs to be this: we're done. We don't understand. The radical right is fucking furious. We are done. Forget the midterms. Forget 28. Fuck you. Fuck Vance. The GOP. All of it. We're not getting anything. The corporations got their tax cut. Israel got their bombing campaigns. We're building military bases for them right now. And what do we get? Illegal immigrants get to keep the jobs they took. We get another war, and we get a brazen lie about how our government is controlled by a blackmail ring from a foreign intelligence agency. So I'm burning my MAGA hat. I didn't vote for Trump, but I'm burning my MAGA hat. I think other people should too. I'm going to post a video later tonight and just set this thing on fire.
I do not agree with the president.
I do not agree with.
I actually do agree with the president.
Unfortunately, on this one, I don't think I agree with the president.
I kind of side with Bongino and Patel in this situation.
I do not agree with the president. I think that Pam has brought a secretive energy to the administration and that it is not a good look for the president at all.
As much as I like the president, I do think that that is a little bit of mistrust put into the people.
I think there's a lot of instances where the president should just keep his mouth closed and not give out such opinions.
She had come out in the past and said that they had thousands of videos they were just waiting to release. And then all of a sudden now they're saying, yeah, there's nothing.
I don't believe that Pam Bondi is being particularly effective in terms of her leadership and governance when it comes to the Epstein files.
The women and children who were victims of this entire scandal absolutely deserve the justice, and at the very least of the government making more of an effort to have these files released and give the public answers.
I trust the government as far as I can throw the government, and that's not pretty far.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, Donald, we are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Why? Maybe it's because Epstein said he was your closest friend.
That was quite a straight.
Or that you repeatedly flew on Epstein's private jet. Or that you called Jeffrey Epstein a terrific guy who likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. Or that your Secretary of Labor was the prosecutor who let Epstein avoid federal sex trafficking charges. Or that when Epstein's co-conspirator was arrested for facilitating the sexual abuse of minors, you said that
I just wish her well.
Or that Elon Musk, your biggest donor and White House senior advisor, said you were in the Epstein files. Or that your attorney general said,
breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released. A lot of names, a lot of information.
Or that your FBI director said,
on day one, roll out the black book. This doesn't look right. It doesn't look like a suicide.
Or that your deputy director of the FBI said,
that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. These assets, that's why this blackmail story makes so much sense.
So Donald, the reason everyone is still talking about Jeffrey Epstein is because Americans want answers.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, he can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear, I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I just think that the picture.
Donald Trump has officially betrayed MAGA. Instead of upholding his promise of staying out of these forever wars, he just announced that the United States has bombed Iran. Donald Trump announced on Truth, I will give an address to the nation 10 p.m. at the White House regarding our very successful military operation in Iran. This is a historic moment. No, it's not. For the United States, Israel, and for the world, Iran must agree to the end of this war. Israel started it. Thank you very much.
What a freaking disappointment, man. What a disappointment this is, where you just believed that a freaking politician was actually trustworthy, that whenever he said he would stay out of these wars and bring world peace, that America would be America first, not Israel first. I don't care what anyone says. This is Israel's battle. And we should have never done what we just.
Yo, it is definitely FAFO season right now, and these white folks are realizing that they screwed themselves over. They supported another globalist, and this is the game of politics, bro. Every 4 years, a new individual comes, and people will support it, even though it's the same lies with the same Jewish people, the same globalists, the same, rich, powerful banking families that control everything, and people continue to play this game. It's crazy. You got people that are 50, 60, 70 years old, and they've been voting for longer than I've been alive. And they still don't see that this crap is fake. Wow. But they voted well over 30 years, longer than I've been alive, bro. And I woke up when I was 22 about this whole game and realized it's not real. I think personally, a lot of these white folks, they're saying that they're mad because, he's denying the Epstein list and all this other stuff. But I think the real truth of the matter is that people are checking out and jumping ship because they already were in disagreement with him about the big, beautiful bill. And they want to come off like they're on some type of higher moral ground and they want to defend children when this man has not hidden that he wants to have sex with his daughter. He said he made plenty of references to that. I played it earlier in the clip. He's been seen with Epstein numerous amounts of times. I mean, come on, what did y'all think? Y'all thought that he wasn't affiliated too? Come on, man. You don't do business with Epstein and not be involved in what he's involved in. Epstein catered to billionaires. Trump would be right up his alley. And there are images of him with very young, underage looking girls. And now you're shocked because the truth has come out that your president is a freaking PD. Y'all were happy with him when he was deporting people. Y'all was happy with him when he was pushing the anti-black rhetoric. But now that you realize he ain't no different than the left, now all of a sudden y'all want to jump ship, even though you knew that big, beautiful bill was going to hurt you. You didn't want to say nothing about that because you didn't want to detach from him. Now you want to act like you have some type of higher moral ground because you care about children. All of these low IQ, white, trailer park racists have really voted against their best interests. And we need to do more episodes of FAFO because it's going to become more clear that they really destroyed themselves by voting for this man. And I will continue to call it out. I will continue to point these things out, do more episodes, because I am loving seeing the fall of Babylon and these white racists voting in the name of white supremacy, getting their FAFO wake-up call. See, white people do not care about morality because when it comes to choosing between morality and racism, they will always choose racism first. They act like they're talking about children. They care about children, when it comes to Epstein. But yet they're over here cheering on young babies and children being separated from their parents and all this other goofy stuff. They don't care about children. They care about racism. Racism is their religion. It's not the righteousness of Yahuwah. That's why they got such a problem with accepting who he is and who his people are. But we'll keep watching. Shalom.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget you can support this channel by Cash App, $Malkaya Music. Also be sure to check out the Patreon for uncensored documentaries, films, deep dives, and much more content that you won't find here on YouTube. Check out the merch store for the latest trip. And let me not forget to say, if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that like button and tap in with us. All praises to the Most High, Yahuwah, the highest. Shalom.